Hey, what's going on everyone? Dave Hunt here with Crossrope, and I want to do a tutorial today for beginners who are trying to learn how to do their first double under or to learn how to string them together for the first time. So let's get started. It all comes down to rope control. So what does that mean? Well, most beginners have a hard time getting the proper rotation mechanics and controlling the speed of the rope. If you learn how to do that, double unders will fall into place. So if you want to go into a single jump, you'll notice that you have relaxed upper body. You'll have a little bit of flex at the elbows, but you're thinking about turning your wrists to rotate the rope. That's the proper mechanics. As you're going through that drill, try to vary the speed and slow it down and speed it up. If you're having a hard time with the proper mechanics, one of the reasons is because there's not enough feedback on the rope, so it's difficult to feel the timing as you try to increase that pace. So try this. Take one of the handles of your rope, hold about 6 to 8 inches up, and then just focus on rotating it around with your wrists. You can do it with one hand. Go ahead and try it with the other hand. And then you'll do it with both. And that's the tactile feel that you want to have when you're rotating a rope. Now, a lot of ropes like this one, when you're a beginner, are difficult to do even a single under drill and work on your speed because they're just not giving enough feedback. So the second drill that you can actually try is single unders with your eyes closed. And it might sound like it's more difficult, but it helps you focus on where the rope is as it's going around your body. So start by jumping with your eyes open. When you close your eyes, really focus on feeling the rope through your wrists, and then increase the pace of jumping. It's just another thing that you can try to really solidify this idea of feedback leading to proper rope control. And if you're still having an issue with it, one of the biggest things that I recommend is actually trying with a slightly heavier rope. Something like a quarter-pound rope or even a half-pound rope. Just by the nature of the added weight, it's going to give you much better feedback when you're jumping. So you can start at a slow pace, increase the pace, slow down, and really learn how to control that change in pace, because that's exactly what happens when you go from a single under to a double under. Now, for the rope control, once you feel that you can actually do single unders at a double under pace, you want to take a little time to work on bounding mechanics. So you're going to do a nice, slow single jump, and gradually bound higher off the ground. This is really priming you for the power jump that starts your first double under when you're transitioning from doubles to singles. So really work on landing in the balanced position on your midsole and springing up off the ground like you're a pogo stick almost, is kind of the thought that you want to have in mind. The final element of it is stringing it together, and it's all about rhythm when you're combining it with that rope control and the proper bounding mechanics. Now, some people don't want to try this, but I actually recommend counting out loud. Counting the cadence out loud, if you can match your counting cadence to the speed at which you're rotating the rope, it's going to help your brain connect the movement that's necessary to go from the single to the double. So I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. So I counted 10 singles, and then I started at the beginning and went 1, 2 on that double. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. You'll notice that power bound, and that counting helps me increase the speed under control. If you've got one double under, but you're having a hard time stringing them together, there's two primary culprits. The first one is landing in an unbalanced position. So you'll bound up and then you'll land hard, and it's very difficult for you to spring back up the ground consistently. And the second one, it ties into that rope control piece again, because the individual will accelerate the rope really quick for the double under, and then they don't maintain the proper cadence in order to get that double under pace again for the second jump. So again, I recommend doing that first double, counting it out, and then there's just a slight pause between jumps. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 1, 2. You'll notice it's not 1, 2, 1, 2. There's a little bit of a pause, and by counting it out loud, it helps you get that proper cadence. So try those drills again. If you're using a real light rope, it might not be the best place for you to start. You want something with a little bit more feedback on it. Something, even a quarter pound or a half pound might be useful, even if you're just initially using it for the single under drills, until you learn how to control the speed of the rope. And the only way that you can do that is by feeling exactly where it is when it's rotating around your body. So give these drills a try. Feel free to comment, let me know if they help. Feel free to ask questions and share it with your friends if they're having a hard time with double unders as well.